So this is the continuation of the spam calls that I receive at very particular times. I was just thinking about this Purvi Desai, and how she was sent by my ex to be my roommate, and now after, I mean, she was very nice with me, and just because I was talking with my ex, the moment I wasn't talking with my ex, nobody was talking with me, and I was alienated, even back in India, and the same thing now they did here, just totally alienated me, even my friends like Eva and Daria or Jalpavarya and Mira and all these people, my childhood best friends, even they have stopped talking with me for past whatever 3-4 years now. um, and even before they stopped talking, their behavior actually changed towards me. So I was thinking, now that Puri is in Canada, and she stays closer to my mother where she lives. So I mean, we meet sometimes, but she never really asked for my number or anything. I'm not taking her number. I have my reasons because to me, she has taken part in this gang stalking thing, and she's with my ex, somehow. So she's just keeping to herself and not really opening up and talking, because if you meet a friend, after so many years, why wouldn't you take a number, and just be in touch? So obviously we have met like a few times now, and she comes to my mother, for her facials and stuff, but she talks to me over the phone, but she actually never asked for my number. I don't see that, anxiousness in her. So I was, I mean, she could have been stopped by Mrugesh, and, just because he has stopped so many people around. And now, just this ex-FBI agent, Geral Sosbee, is popping up, and all these military people are popping up, and whatever CIA, they are popping up, and cops are popping up. So, um, yeah, well, what I'm saying is all these people, from the gang stalkers, whatever they've been spreading, about me, you just see so many people from actual pedophiles to actual sexual, I mean, rapists, and you see all these people actually getting caught and being put in jail, they are given a trial or something. This man, Mrugesh PAtel, started to spread something about me in 2001 in India. I was in college and I had no clue. And, some guy just told me that, do you even know who this person is? I'm like, no, I don't know. I mean, nobody talks about a person like that. And obviously, I could see everybody. I mean, it's just first year of my college in totally new town, totally new city. I have no clue. And, everybody's just started to sarcastically smile at me, alienate me, and, all that. And my roommate back then was Drashti Bhatt, and now she suddenly says to me, won't you now talk with Mrugesh PAtel? Why she took his name, first of all. Secondly, how did Mrugesh and Drashti, how they ended up talking with each other? Why she took particularly his name and nobody else's name? And after all that was done, and, I was forced into a relationship. And of course, Mrugesh PAtel then started a very, very strict, don't do this, don't do that, don't go out and don't do that. Very much like, trying to control me. And the same control I'm seeing, now, oh, don't do this and behave like this with your hubby, or do this for your hubby. And, the moment, like, if my hubby even gets up just to have some snack, something, and, after long day work, if I'm just inside my, I'm in my bedroom, and then he's still in the he's usually awake for like 2-3 a.m. until 2-3 a.m. sometimes, or maybe 12 a.m. But I usually go to sleep early. So even if I'm in my bed now, just relaxing, and if he gets up to get something from the pantry, and then some YouTuber, like because I post my videos on YouTube, somebody on YouTube will come and just post a very normal comment, but the name of the person is but Keep Butler, KIP, Kip Butler. So basically they are telling me keep Butler, basically they're telling me if you're not gonna just serve, just keep Butler. Other day, how they synchronize with the phone calls is like, oh, you don't want to you want to give away all the fruits, you want to donate, then donate it to some police officers, but right before that, he asked for olives, and I didn't have olives at home back then because I think he might be taking out olives, and I didn't know that, we were running out of olives. So he likes to snack on olives a little bit. So anyways, just because I didn't have it, and so they want to make issue about everything, so they had like police officers call me. It wasn't actually police officers, but they were pretending to be police officers, and asking for donations and all that. But this is how they intimidate, or they will have somebody just come online and just say something. Even in restaurant, we were in Bali, we went to an Indian restaurant, and the moment he didn't have rice, he doesn't eat rice many times, he's not into that. So I think he didn't eat rice, he said I don't want it. So the moment I went to grab rice, and it was really hot, I think it was summertime, and the moment we entered the restaurant, the fan was off. There was no AC. The main door was open, so the little bit fresh air would come in. So, but there was a fan, like a standing fan on the floor, and I just requested the servers there, just to turn on the fan. So they did turn on the fan, but the moment I went to grab the rice, somebody came and as they were turning off the fan, there were like 2-3 employees who who were standing by the fan, and who actually looked at me sarcastically and trying to sneak away. Actually, that was the look they gave me, and they turned off the fan. It's like, don't eat rice, you're done. This is how they want to give this slavery form of thing, that no, you have to do this for your hubby or for your family or for this. I cannot drink hot, cold water, even if it's so hot. I have so many families and friends. If we go out, even if we go out in the theater, then I have to sit outside, and then how they will give me all these things. Very first time we went to theater with my friends, so I and my hubby, we went inside because it was almost full, theater was full, and we had to take the seats. So anyways, we went in and we grabbed the seats, but we were not exactly in the center. We went all the way in, because on the left side of the row, and they were still, they would be still in a little bit middle. It wasn't like totally they were out or at the end. But then, just to keep us all the way outside, they played a game where a black lady went, one row above us, and just poured the entire Coca-Cola, large Coca-Cola cup, on the floor. So it came running down where we were seated, and we were forced to go on the end. And after this happened in 2016 or 17, I believe 2015 or 16 actually. And while this was done, there yet another white lady comes, and she wanted to get in, and I just told her twice that there is a Coke. It is just that there's a spillage. You don't want to go there. And I don't know, she didn't hear it something, and she still went, and then she had her feet. It was all wet, and I think when she was just coming out, she goes like thanks, like a big thanks, as if she's taunting me. I'm like, lady, I just warned you twice. If you didn't hear it, maybe you should have asked me again. But this is how they humiliated me back then. And then after so many years, just about few weeks ago, when we were with the same friends, we were in Charlotte and we went to theater. And I just have a habit of just opening up Facebook, or just before, when the trailers are going on. Not trailers, but the advertisement before the trailers. So I immediately they said, there's a sponsored advertisement that says Outer Banks, so I should see it on the outer side, that is what they meant. It wasn't in Charlotte, it was right here in Columbia. but these are the messages that they give. I should say it on the outer side, and all these mannerisms are only for me. It's not for anybody else in the world. It's only for me. And this old habit was started by Mrugesh Patel in 2001, because this is how, when we went to theater, this is what he used to do. He used to sit on the outside and let all other friends sit in the middle, like he would like to lead people. And this is how it's inside him that he wants to cultivate now in me, like you should be here like this. But then it's not only about that. Then he goes a little further and, oh, no, you should be slave, because the Indian culture, or even American culture, because I had like Indian women say that all this is done by white people, of America, that even they have in their culture that ladies should behave like a slave, and you just let him be the boss. And this kind of messages have been given even from my family members. My aunt, who came from London, she gave perfume to everybody in the family except me, and she gave a very particular perfume to my husband that read boss on it. And just a day before that, I think something had happened, and I just maybe said something to my hubby or something. I don't exactly remember, but I know it had to do something. No, he's the boss, like they continuously want to give this message. And many times, even they have had his accident. It's not like they want him to be like the king or something, or they are there to protect him. When they say that, oh, don't cook potatoes, we are so much concerned about him. No, they are not concerned, because they did. He ran into accident. My hubby ran into accident just because I and my mother-in-law, we had some conversation about my hubby and his driving, just a day before. And these people will do something related to whatever I say within a day or two, or within few hours, or instantaneously, either via some sponsored advertisement on Facebook, on YouTube, or even on they have used a TV, where I've seen even on Fox News, people will start saying something, about mannerisms in shops and anywhere, and I have been to shops, and and they will kind of relate something that I just did. This is how they did about mannerisms when, excuse me, they did about this mannerism thing when I was at a shop. It was a plaza, and how there are like 2-3 stores in the same plaza, but then they want to convey that no, this part of the store is, belongs to so and so, say store number A. So I should not park my car to store number A if I'm going to store number B. Just to say that, they had somebody from my other subdivision called Summerlin come in, and that guy came, knocked at my door, and said that this is the house, this is the property actually that he wanted. It's under contract, and he was just inquiring about this property. But if he's inquiring about this property, why he needs to go in and out of my property? He said that he will be in and out of my property. Well, he didn't really say my property, so I thought, I don't know what is he talking about. And I had a lot of, I had my in-laws over, so I had no clue what was he talking about. But then right after that, let's see if you can, can you see the little pole with a red ribbon, pink ribbon? So right after he left, I had like people come in to just mark the boundaries of that particular lot. And so it's like, they just want to say that no, this is the boundary, like you shouldn't park your car here and you should park your car there. This is all they wanted to do. And then these people talk about mannerisms. Okay, my hubby was saved, and even today, like I have not a single friend from 2014. But what about our social life, right?